Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich Ukraine. Let us continue on from where we last left off. So like I mentioned in the Ireland series, I've put on the Kaiser Cat music mod. It seems like all of those videos that I've included it in with the Ireland campaign, none of them have been copyright striked yet, so hopefully it will be good to include it in future series. Anyways, things are going pretty well for us, I would say. I mean, everyone's, the influence is doing okay. We're preparing ourselves for a potential war against Russia, because we are in mid-39. 51% world tension. It's actually quite low for this point in time, but it could go up very, very quickly, like within a year. Like, what was the actual deadline? Like, the latest it could possibly be? Enemy in the east. You had to go to war with Japan this early? You go to war with Japan before you go to war with Germany? I actually did not know that. Anyway. August 1st, 1940, and then it's a 42-day focus. So September, like early September, is about the latest, I should say, that it probably could happen. So yeah, we got about a year to get everything we need ready. 70 days for you. We've gotten our 3 trees. Centers at moderate. We've gotten those 2 focuses. Land reform score. That didn't happen. But we're still cooperative. Stability's good. War sport's good. So I don't see a reason why this wouldn't pass. Like, we've got all of them except for the 90 points in land reform score and industrial score. But that is a tall order. That is not an easy thing to actually get done. So decisions. I don't want you and I do not want you. I mean, I would like for the center to not be super influential right now, but there's not too much we can really do about that right this very second. We're still missing 7,000 guns. I mean, it's mostly for units we're trying to train up. And we're kind of getting to the point where we're going to hit our unit cap. Now, when we get our way up to partialization and up to war economy, of course, our limit there is going to go higher. But I don't think by much. Like, maybe 100 divisions at most. And then, you know what? I do want to get my 2 Ukrainian railway guns. They're pretty good. I'm not going to say no to that. So, for us to... Where is it here? Organized partisan calls, more than 20% surrender progress. Don't have to worry about that. Now, 1 step back requires us to have not 30%. Okay, so this is if we start to lose the war. Which, I mean, is entirely possible. They have, what, like twice as many troops on our border, give or take? Something absolutely crazy like that. There's a lot of Russian troops on our border right now. We do need to be worried about that. Because, like, look, 30 against 10. 12 against 23, 7 against 28, 3 against 25. Like, the numbers are not in our favor. And actually, you guys need more supplies. Can I build a, still in Kharkiv, and these cost, what, 20,000? Do I have the, Yes, let's organize the railway systems right now. And that'll allow us to build one of you here. Build one of you here, one of you here. How long will that take? And again, I want this one done first. Well, 12 factories. It'll be done on the 6th of September. Honestly, that's not too bad. I think we'll probably get maybe 2 of them finished, would be my guess. And yeah, I want the... yeah, this one's got to be top priority. So we get that going. Of course, we are spending still a lot of money on our market contracts. Flanders Wallonia, they'll be finished somewhat soon and within a few months. I mean, I could just cancel them right now, get our factories back. But I mean, these are only costing us 1 each. So the more expensive ones are the ones we got with Germany or with Middle Africa and Sweden, which are buying a ton of rifles. So maybe we allow all of these to finish 1 more round and then we get rid of them. Army reform completed. Latest army reform is completed. Ukrainian military is modernizing quickly. Excellent. Now, I don't know exactly what that has done for us. But, I mean, it seems okay. And for the hydroelectric dam, it's just 3... It's 1 infrastructure and 4 aluminum. Not really that good. I mean, are any of you actually worth doing anymore? The one, actually, research slot, yes. But we do need 60 factories, so we don't have that quite yet. You're not great. You'd be okay. 2 civilian factories for 2 more for 90 days. The 120 political power, though, is quite a steep ask. Especially since we don't even have any of our military staff yet. We don't have our public advisors filled out. Like, we're pretty far behind from where we want to be. Do you have any geniuses? Expert. I'm looking for geniuses. They're usually pretty good. Does not look like it. We just got experts, which is fine. But that's going to cost us 300 political power. Command power is just whatever. It'll come back anyways. And we still have, like, you guys, too. So we're still looking at... Oh, my... What is this? Like, we need, like, 600-ish? 700 political power is kind of where I want to be right now. In order to get everything I want done. Which is a tall order. Since the Treaty of Brest-Litov, those in the Kremlin have always complained of the mere fact of an independent Ukraine exists on the map. However, in the years since Black Monday, those complaints, and sometimes threats from Moscow, have only grown. Especially after Savinkov's rise and subsequent consolidation of power, the Russian state media and high-ranking politicians have begun to engage in extreme anti-Ukrainian rhetoric. Much of the hatred, though, is directed towards the Republican government itself. The idea pushed forth is that the hetman has always been too friendly with Russia, and so the Germans, desiring to expand both their influence over Eastern Europe and the Overhaul fortification system, have engineered his replacement with a regime dedicated solely to raising Russian identity and language in Ukraine. It is, apparently, a part of a concentrated effort to firmly secure Germany's hegemony over Eastern Europe and wholly eliminate any Russian presence or influence in the region. Such ideas are nonsense, of course, but they seem to at least be somewhat resonated with the Russian people, and it is likely that sooner or later their words will be backed up by force. Now, if I'm remembering correctly, I do believe the Russian peace treaty is in Kaiserreich now, so we don't actually need to capitulate Russia in order to win the war. How are the Internationale doing, by the way? Just Britain, France, Spain, and the Irish is really not that big of a deal. We've got the Dutch. Well, the Dutch aren't hostile towards us. Switzerland's not hostile. The SRI is doing really, really badly. And, we need some troops on the Greece. I mean, I think Bulgaria could defeat Greece anyways, so it wouldn't be, like, that bad. Yeah, Albania's never expected as well, so we're basically more than okay. Who could possibly defeat an Albanian in combat? I couldn't, that's for sure. Don't care about you. Do I want to invest anything? How much support coin do we have? 225, 830 trucks. If I were to throw you on partial mobilization, or not, what is this called? Motorization priority. Can I do it up to double level? 660? We can, which is good. We do need maybe a few more trains to feel a little bit safer, but we should be okay for now. Rubber, I would like to import one from the Brazilians. We're still on 12 on you. And it'll be done on the 5th of September. So it'll be done in a few weeks, which is good. Okay, there is our 2 Ukrainian railway guns. My doctrine costs minus 10%. Is there anything else in here that we care about? We got more support for our ideology. More war support is good. Do not... Actually, you could be useful if, to reset everybody back down to moderate. Which actually I think might be worthwhile. Does it actually improve? Yes, this actually might be worthwhile. We'll keep the flame going. It'll reset everybody. And at this point in the focus tree, I don't think it'll really be shifting up or down too much. And this might be able to get them up to amenable. Gives us more production efficiency. Cap gives us even more political power, which would be quite nice. And truck will send to purple. Let's send 1 to red and 1 to green. 2 railway guns. They're nice. I do like them. What do we have? What do we have? Because it is 39. These are all 41. Text is a little bit too much for me. You're too expensive. 1940 research? I think we can take that maybe next. Anti-aircraft guns, you know what? They actually might be worthwhile. Let's get some AA guns in here. It also allows us to build AA guns in our provinces as well, which will be nice. Because how big is the Russian Air Force? Do we know? 1,800 to 3,000. So, bigger than our Air Force, for certain. Let's see, we have 15 out of 15. I think we want... I mean, our fighters are dog shit. Do I want to increase you to... How much does it cost normally? 63 to 94. Armor 250. Air attack 18. Versus nothing. Okay. So actually, yeah, you are actually significantly better. We'll get the trains going. They're going to be expensive for now. We're only getting like 1 every 2 months, but it'll improve over time. Tanks are still looking good. Rifle production still okay. Let's convert old weapons from our stockpile for now. Do I want to deploy these units? I know some of them are pretty green at the moment. No, do not cancel. Because it'll probably be like our last line of troops. Would be my guess. Before the war begins. Because again, we can't really go over our unit cap. It would be horrible for organization and reinforcement rate. 10% faster? A little less hard for way cheaper resource requirements. Are we missing resources for the tanks? Not right now. Breakthrough plus 10%. We'll take you. So I don't think we need this. More breakthrough. I mean, I love breakthrough. So let's upgrade you. We then can upgrade our medium tank to the higher level. Is it this one? I don't know, but okay, it seems to be good now. And you know what? I will take the improved artillery. I know it's a 1941 tech, but with a 75% research bonus, and artillery tech is always really cheap anyways, I'm still feeling okay with that. Send you to green. And you know what? I am just going to deploy everyone I can right now. You require... Yeah, you're just missing infantry equipment, which is fine. It's not a big deal. Deploy you. And are you also just missing infantry equipment? Yes, you have the tanks. So for right now, let's cancel all deployment orders. There we go. Sometimes it doesn't work very nicely. But yeah, just stop deploying all these units for right now. You can train them up in the background. That is fine. Also, I want to make sure reinforcements are top priority. Supply trucks are top priority. All of this is good. Put upgrades on medium like that. So that'll put us at 68 out of 69. A good number to be at. These 2 tanks will assign to our tank army. These infantry we will assign like this. So I am a little worried. There's no denying that I'm a little worried about our potential future against Russia. But I think at this point, like, I'm still thinking we have about a year to get ready, which is nice. Our debates should, I think, pass. Maybe, I don't know what the percentage is that'll it'll occur. 80, okay, so it's an 80-20. For 2 decades, Ukraine has been relying on the military aid from and... Wait, for 2 decades now, Ukraine has been reliant on the military aid from and the alliance with the German Empire. 2 realities may mean that this is no longer feasible for the necessities of national defense. Not only had the Russian military capacities been increasing in size, but overconfidence and economic woes on the German end have apparently left them somewhat unprepared for any new European conflict. It is for this reason that National Army is debating a bill that will, hopefully, drastically bolster our capacities to resist any aggression from our eastern neighbor, and to ensure homemade production of rifles, artillery, pieces, and more. Though everyone recognizes the necessity of keeping Ukraine independent, several factors have made the bill's passing a trickier deal than expected. The Republican movement in Ukraine has always been rather pacifist, especially given the militaristic image promoted by the Hetmanate, something that we would rather distance ourselves from. Other factors, like the unity of the coalition government, are sure to complicate things further. Still, the bill is ready to be voted on. Hopefully it can pass without much issue. Well, I mean, it's an 80-20, so we should be okay. 80% is essentially 100%. These are the same number. Hey! Okay, so we passed it. Very, very, very happy to see it. So it's going to be a 10% reduction in... What are you? Army organization efforts. I think they'll go away eventually. Cheaper guns, cheaper artillery, cheaper sport equipment, cheaper tanks, cheaper trucks. Beautiful. What about go with the partial mobilization? Do we need that right now? It's going to be a +8 on the limit. So it's going to give us 2 more or 4 more divisions we could deploy. Do we have any advisors? Political power gain, more stability would be nice. You're going to be basically worthless. You're not that great either. 5% factory output. I mean, I kind of do need the output. There's no denying that. Defense on core territory. And if the Russia occupies our territory, it's going to be harder for them to gain compliance. Interesting. Interesting for sure. Even more... Well, okay, modify... What is that? The Cossack? The Crimean Autonomy. Which is... Where is... Country born, land fund, industrialization, against the odds. Or does it add this? Because I don't even see Crimean Autonomy on there. Unless it's actually... Is it you? Okay, I don't think it's actually that. That's not that worthwhile. Prominent Feminist is more population. Just flat weekly... 0.3% weekly war support, actually, from combat casualties. Is actually kind of insane. I always have a problem with combat casualties, so she might be what we're looking for here. 10% more cap would also be nice. Yeah, let's get you in here. I want the stability, I want the efficiency cap so we can build more stuff. Stuff is good. Now, I know we're not at our cap. The cap's actually 106%, which I am not going to complain about. We'd like some conversion speed as well. Purple Autonomy is doing the war against the Ottomans now as well. I mean, we want the Ottomans to win, because the Ottoman Empire is able to join up with the Reichspakt. Do I need to send troops down to Greece? I mean, it's a little hard to say. Hey, okay, amenable. Everybody's a moderate. So I think we basically just never need to worry about the Republican coalition again. Like, obviously, this is not going to do too much for us anymore. It's 5%, 5%. I mean, I guess we still have you guys to worry about as well. To get these ones done. Maybe I should have waited a little bit longer on that. Right, we'll lose influence. 1 military factory versus 2 civilian. This would give us... Negative 50% consumer goods is actually kind of crazy. What are you? Indifferent effects will now gain. Industrialization decision will be added. Social democratic popularity. I think we probably would want 1, 2, and probably the People's Army. Recovery rate plus 5% versus... I don't care about design cost. Land doctrine goes down. Attack and defense on core territory. Versus just a 5% recovery rate. So we probably go like 1, 2, 3 would be my guess. 42, 42, 42. Yeah, let's get that going. Let's absorb forestry companies. So yeah, maybe I should have waited for the flame a little bit longer in order to reset everything at the very, very end of the focus tree, but that's okay. We'll even draw like a small yellow line, even though I do not expect them to really be doing too much. And White Army, your job is going to be to speedhead your way to Rostov. It's I think basically, okay, it's not, but it's basically Russia's only port on the Black Sea. If we take Rostov, we should be able to secure the Black Sea for ourselves, and then not really have to worry about too much about getting trade into the country. Not that we're trading too much anyways right now. By the way, is our, okay, we still have 47 days on you. This will be done on the 12th of October. You will be done on the 26th of November. Yeah, so these should all finish up. I don't think we need to worry anymore about rifles, because, yeah, it's all just for new deployment. Which is fine. Like, we're not even going to really be deploying those troops anyway, because I just really can't. Like, ooh, we have two open slots. If anything, I want to save those to throw some tank divisions in, as opposed to just more infantry. Tactical bombers. We have some more fighters. Do we have 1940 planes? Interwar. We do. Well, we didn't have any air experience before, right? So yeah, I want to get a new fighter, 4 light machine guns. We'll throw in 1 times cannon. I want to be like relatively cheap. Upgrade with you. Now you cost 8. Which is a little expensive. Okay, let's go back here for a second. So let's go 4 light machine guns, 1 times cannon. Is there anything we can throw on here? Die breaks. You would make them cheaper. But the defense goes down by quite a bit. Radio navigation has less night penalty. But the thing is, I don't know if I want to be flying my planes at night anyways. And then you would cost a ton of money to replace. So yeah, I think I'm going to save it like this. I still hate how when you do it like that, it does not automatically replace this. We'll get you guys going. I know that you do not have this quite yet, but not really much we can do about that. AA guns are done researching. Let's go for the 39 upgrade. I do want to maybe start building them up. I know we're not going to have any design slots for them yet. And we can't even... Okay, let's switch this like this. I want fighters at the very, very top of this list. I think this is the order I want them in. Trucks are looking good. I think we'll take one off trucks, one off artillery for right now, just so we can put that into more aircraft. And if we're at -8, we will trade with the Nubia. Thank you. And I want to start building some AA guns in our country. I need to. We need to kind of stop Russia from doing a lot of shit. Is to control the throw to the top? Yes. We want this. I think something like that should be fine. What's the actual air zones? All of Ukraine is one air zone then. And how expensive is an AA gun? 2,500? Okay, then what if we don't build them on the border directly because they can be taken over by the Russians? If it's all one air zone, unless I'm mistaken, I don't think it matters where in the air zone they're built. So let's build them basically behind the Dnieper. Throw that to the top of the list. I want this being built first. But also I also want the Okay, let's do it like this. When does this? This is the final one here. So we'll go something like this for now. Finish all of our well, I say that. I also need to still connect this to you. Then we'll be finished. Where is my railroad? Is it good? Okay, no, yeah, it's on the list somewhere. It should be at the bottom, right? It is, okay. And also throw that to the top of the list. It'll be done on the 3rd of November. You will be done on the 11th. Get our railroad done, so this actually is connected to our supply hub. There we go. Hey, 10% recovery rate. I'm happy to see it for sure. Center and left are getting popularity. The relationship with the USDP is going to go worse, but if it goes back down to cooperative, I'm fine with that. And we're still going to get our negative 15% consumer goods, which is just ludicrous. What are we at right now? 17? This is going to break it down to 0. Well, technically 2. But 2% and 0% I think are basically the same. Also, I didn't realize I actually made this video a little bit longer, so congratulations to you for watching. An amateur Slavic folklorist, Yuri Myrobov, has petitioned the Ukrainian Academy of Sciences to fund his restoration of the Book of Vedas out of a birchen tablets found by Ali Inzbek. These tablets are claimed to be detailing the teachings of Slavic native religion. The obsessive Myroblov has been restoring and translating these secret tablets, and his published transcripts have been sparked great controversy among the academia. Many see Myroblov as a total fraud. He refused to show his original book to anyone but his close associates. Okay. Give me that 10 political power. I know it's not much, but again, I need to get these guys up and operational. But I will say, for now, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, thumbs up. Not enjoyed, thumbs down. You want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.